I'm feeling a bit under the weather today, so I think I'll skip the lecture. Are you going to sign up for the study abroad program in Spain? Does the name Professor Sterling ring a bell to you? We have a massive anatomy exam tomorrow morning. Did you see the price of the new software required for our design class? How did you find the vocabulary quiz we took this afternoon?
You've been putting off writing that history paper all week. We've been working on this group project for 5 hours straight.
Hi, can I help you?
Hi, I'm looking for the textbook for Economics 201, but the shelf under that sign is completely empty.
Let me scan the barcode. Ah, yes. We sold out of our initial shipment yesterday. We have a back order arriving this coming Friday.
Friday? But we have a reading assignment and a quiz due by Thursday night.
Ugh, that's a tight spot. Tell you what, the publisher provided us with digital access codes for the first 2 chapters for students in your situation. I can print one out for you right now for free.
That is a massive relief. Thank you. That will easily get me through Thursday.
Hello, everyone. Please listen closely to this schedule update from Campus Transit. Starting tomorrow morning, Thursday, the West Campus shuttle bus will operate on a modified route due to road maintenance near the Science Building. The shuttle will bypass the regular stop at Science Hall completely. Instead, a temporary stop will be established at the intersection of College Avenue and Maple Street, right next to the dining hall. The departure times will remain unchanged, with buses arriving every 15 minutes. This detour is expected to last until Sunday evening. Normal service is scheduled to resume on Monday morning. Please plan your morning commutes accordingly to avoid being late for classes.
Does the name Professor Sterling ring a bell to you?
In behavioral economics, we often study the sunk cost fallacy. This is a cognitive bias where people continue investing time, money, or effort into a failing endeavor simply because they've already spent resources on it. The rational move would be to cut your losses, but emotionally, we hate feeling like we wasted what we already put in. Let's look at a classic corporate example: the development of the Concorde supersonic passenger jet. Long before the plane was finished, the British and French governments realized that the project was a financial disaster. The plane would never make enough profit to cover its astronomical development costs. Yet, instead of canceling the project, they continued pouring billions of dollars into it. Why? Because they felt they had already invested too much to back out now. They wanted to save face. In the end, it only made the financial loss much greater. This is why economists warn that when making future decisions, past investments, your sunk costs, should be completely ignored.
I'd take those student reviews of Professor Vance's class on Rate My Professor with a grain of salt if I were you. The lab results from our chemistry experiment didn't align at all with the theoretical model, so it's back to the drawing board. I think we need to play this scheduling conflict by ear rather than locking in a meeting time right now.
After 3 consecutive hours of arguing over the minor details of the bylaws, I think we're just beating a dead horse. I've been trying to wrap my head around this organic chemistry reaction mechanism for hours, but it's just not clicking. The internship application deadline was noon today, and I just realized I forgot to submit my letters of reference. I know you're eager to start writing the program, but let's not put the cart before the horse before we finalize the algorithm. I'm happy to give you a hand with your calculus homework, but I draw the line at actually writing your formulas for you.
Hi, I'm really sorry, but I left my student ID card in my dorm room and I'm scheduled for the 4 p.m. spin class. Can you look me up in the system?
Normally, we require the physical ID card to swipe in for security and capacity tracking. But since the class starts in 5 minutes, I can do a manual lookup if you have another photo ID.
I do. I have my driver's license right here.
Perfect. Let me type in your student ID number. Okay, you're all set and registered for the class. Just make sure to bring your campus card next time because we can only do a manual bypass once a term.
Understood. I'll definitely double check my bag before leaving next time. Thanks.
Attention all Student Recreation Center members. Please be aware that our annual summer deep cleaning and locker maintenance program is scheduled to begin next Friday, July 24th. Consequently, all daily use and rented lockers in both the men's and women's locker rooms must be completely emptied by 10 p.m. next Thursday night. Any personal locks remaining after this deadline will be cut off, and any items left inside will be bagged and taken to the campus lost and found office in the student union. If you have a long-term locker rental, you do not need to renew your contract, but you must still clear out your belongings so we can sanitize the interior of the lockers. Regular access will resume on Monday, July 27th at 6 a.m. Thank you for helping us keep our facilities clean.
An ecosystem is a delicate web of interactions, but some species hold a much larger share of responsibility for keeping that web together than others. We call these keystone species. If you remove a keystone species, the entire ecosystem can collapse or change drastically, even if that species was small in number. Consider the sea otter of the Pacific Northwest. Sea otters feed heavily on sea urchins. Sea urchins, in turn, graze on giant kelp, which forms massive underwater forests that provide food and shelter for hundreds of other marine species. In the 19th century, sea otters were hunted almost to extinction for their fur. Without otters to control the population, the sea urchin population exploded. They devoured the kelp forests, turning vibrant, biodiverse underwater ecosystems into barren urchin deserts void of other life. When otters were finally protected and reintroduced, they ate the urchins, the kelp forests recovered, and the entire ecosystem bounced back. The otter's presence was the key to the ecosystem's survival.